Hallihallo Leute und willkommen zurück in der weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. Die Kirche läutet. Auf jeden Fall. Wir hatten ja in der letzten Folge die gute Euler getroffen, auch die gute Ember und die gute Jean. Und Euler versucht uns ja irgendwie ein bisschen Unterricht zu geben, wie man mit ihrem Clan reden kann. Ich weiß nicht, was ich davon jetzt sagen soll. Ja, auf jeden Fall versuchen wir jetzt zwar einen dritten Versuch jetzt hier. In den letzten Folgen haben wir ja zwei Folgen sage ich schon. Zwei Personen versucht anzusprechen und es ist immer eskaliert. Jetzt reden wir mal mit Randall. Mal gucken, ob das anders ist. Der sieht auch ein bisschen hochnäsig aus. Das könnte sogar bei ihm funktionieren. Man sagt ja immer alles gut. Alle guten Dinge sind drei. Also probieren wir es mal.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Drachengas? Wohin jetzt? Ja. Hä? Warum müssen wir auf einmal nach da? Ah, okay. Wir müssen wieder in den Eisberg. Wieder in den Eisberg. Warum wieder ein Eisberg, Alter? Der Eisberg ist jedes Mal. Ja, da chillt sie. Uns ist kalt.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Wie soll das mit Eleganz machen, was?
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
Was? Alter, was? Ich habe die Minze aufgesammelt statt den... Oh, okay.
It'll be difficult at first, but the key is to remain patient. Let's try. Remember, you must...
Oh, fuck, was? Hat er uns weggestoßen? Schaffen wir das jetzt überhaupt noch? Wir haben jetzt ganz schön viel Zeit verloren. Alter, wie schwer ist denn das bitte?
It'll be difficult. Remember.
Oh Mann, ey. Okay. Wisst ihr was? Wir machen das. Dann verlieren wir keinen Schaden. Ohne Schaden zu nehmen. Wir nehmen keinen Schaden, nein.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Wieso habe ich Zombie nicht so jetzt gleich am Anfang benutzt, Alter? Ich wird einfach alles weggemacht, dass wir gar nichts Minuspunkte gemacht haben. Mein Gott, ey. Ah.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
Charlie. Okay.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Solidify!
Prepare to be blown away!
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragon Spine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Paimon muss trainieren, okay. What?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here. Besides, Paimon was paying attention to the Traveler.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Interesting. Oh. Ich wollte mich eigentlich teleportieren, genau. Ja, Leute. Interesting. Oh Mann. Also, ja. Ganz schön viel. Mit Euler. Ember. Wieder Ember. Geil.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Hyman's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Ah. Das war's also von Ember und Euler so gesehen.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Hyman's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius, and in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Okay, Leute, da ist was gerade Interessantes, was ich gerade gehört habe. Großmeister Volker, oder Volker, denke ich mal. Habe ich gerade richtig gelesen? Großmeister. Stimmt, Jean ist ja die Vertreterin, Vize- oder Vertreterin Großmeisterin, ne? Es gibt ja noch einen Rang über sie. Als Jean. War das dieser Großmeister? Wolke oder wie er heißt das genau? Holy shit. Was stimmt, da steht da die ganze Zeit, sie ist stellvertretende Großmeisterin. Die gute Jean. Sie ist die stellvertretende. Also irgendjemand ist über sie. Aber ich frage mich, wer das von Jean ist. Und es wurde gerade sein Name da gerade erwähnt. Ich frage mich, ob wir den irgendwann nochmal zu Gesicht bekommen. Den Großmeister von denen. Weil, ja, der ist der einzige, den man echt nicht gesehen hat. Und ich wette drauf, der ist auch ein Charakter, den man irgendwann ziehen kann, bestimmt wahrscheinlich. Aber er ist scheinbar ein Mann. Also vom Namen her war das irgendwie männlich. Könnte natürlich auch ein Frauen sein, keine Ahnung. Der chillt da in so einer Hütte. Dabei war er so so adelig angezogen, wie so ein... Und jetzt chillt er da. Geil, Digga. Und sitzt auch so aus wie so ein richtiger cooler... Ich weiß nicht, was mit diesen Leuten da los ist, ey. Schubert. Cooler Name.
Tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine.
Was?
As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Warte ganz kurz, hat er das gerade auf Deutsch gesagt? Hat er gerade gesagt, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? Hat er gerade wirklich gesagt, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauer? Was? Okay, Leute, das muss ich nach der Aufnahme nochmal angucken. Ey, ich fasse es nicht. Was? Okay, nach der Aufnahme muss ich mir das kurz ansehen, die Szene, Alter. Das kann, ich habe mich, glaube ich, gerade nicht ver... Ich glaube, ich habe mich gerade verhört, oder? Was? Holy shit.
Ah, yes. This aroma. Just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself. To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Ja, das stelle ich mich auch gerade die Frage. Die Fatui kennen ja unsere Masho eigentlich sehr, sehr gut. Bin ich mal gespannt. Vielleicht sehen wir jetzt wieder einen der den 11. Das kann ja auch sein, dass wir einen den 11 vielleicht jetzt wieder treffen. Hallo der. Ich mache mal zwischendurch mal einfach mal. Würde ich sagen, genau. Ja, aber Leute, ich sehe schon, wir sind gut in der Zeit angelangt. Deswegen würde ich sagen, machen wir in der nächsten Folge damit weiter. Und wir brennen natürlich. Und ich bin mal gespannt. Vielleicht sehen wir wirklich einen der 11 jetzt auf einmal wieder im Fatui-Clan. Oder wir sehen jetzt einfach nur ganz normale Fatui, Leute. Weiß ich auch nicht. Ja, Leute, bis zum nächsten Mal. Haut rein. Euer Masho. Ciao.